to assist you should you experience technical difficulties. For call-in users, please dial *9 on your keypad and signal that you would like to comment. The last four digits of the call-in number will be announced, and call-in participants should announce their first and last name before speaking. Item 2A, resolution appointing Teresa Lambert.
You haven't heard back from whatchamacallit, have you?
Advisory Council for a 3-year term ending December 31st, 2027.
KCR.
Do I have a motion?
No, but they said it would take 2 weeks
2 weeks?
for the FCS program or FSC.
What is that?
Foundational Community Support.
The hell is that?
There's a motion to.
That is the one where they use your health insurance to pay for rent and they put you into more long-term housing. It's the one that
All right, is there any discussion?
Eagles Wings was using and I didn't know it. Or we're trying to use.
Uh-oh. It's catching the mic. Hold on, everyone. We're working on it.
The council also conducts public hearings representing the interests of the people and reviews and comments on the community policies, programs, and actions which affect them.
Representative Cynthia Lincoln expired December 31st, 2024, and she did not seek reappointment. Teresa Lambert applied for the position, was interviewed by the agency, and is recommended for appointment. She will be appointed to a 3-year term ending December 31st, 2027. And just a little bit about Teresa. She is a diabetic educator, clinical pharmacist, and volunteers at Fishline Food Bank in Pulsvo. She hopes that her medical knowledge, experience with elderly parents who reside in Kitsap, and work with older adults will make a difference in the community. And on this advisory council, she's especially wants to work with older residents who might not be able to speak up for themselves and give them help where needed. So, good recommendation.
Thank you. Is there any other comment? All right. All those in favor of the resolution appointing Teresa Lambert to the Area Agency on Aging Advisory Council for a 3-year term, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. The resolution is adopted.
Item 2B, resolution appointing Monica Blackwood, Central Kitsap Bremerton representative to the Kitsap Regional Library Board of Trustees for a 5-year term ending December 31st, 2029.
I will also make that motion. I move to appoint Monica Blackwood to the Kitsap Regional Library Board of Trustees.
There's been a motion to adopt the resolution appointing Monica Blackwood to the Kitsap Regional Library Board of Trustees. Is there a second?
I'll second.
Is there any discussion?
There is. And I used to serve on the Kitsap Regional Library Board of Trustees. It's one of my favorite boards. I love the organization. And so I'm really excited to recommend Monica to this board. A little bit about the Regional Library Board of Trustees. It's comprised of 5 members appointed by us to the Kitsap County Commissioners. And the trustees select a library director who is delegated with the authority and responsibility for administration of the library. This includes the development of the annual operating and capital budgets, authorization and oversight of all major expenditures and policies relating to staff and public service. And the Board of Trustees reviews, provides recommendations, and is responsible for the final approval of all policies and budgets. The term of Central Kitsap Bremerton Representative Stephanie George expired December 31st, 2024. She did not seek reappointment. So I reviewed applications, I conducted interviews, and I recommend the appointment of Monica Blackwood to a 5-year term ending December 31st, 2029. And just a little bit about Monica. I think most everybody, she's been on so many boards and committees. A lot of people know her. So Monica is President and Chief Operating Officer of Westtown Workforce. It's a position she's held since 2018. And she holds a Master of Business Administration degree in Strategic Leadership. And Monica is deeply committed to her community, actively volunteering and serving on boards and organizations that focus on economic development, education, workforce training, and human resources. And she will bring a wealth of experience and community connections to this new role as a trustee. So I highly recommend her.
This is a great appointment. We are lucky that she's willing to serve.
Absolutely.
All right. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. Monica Blackwood, the The resolution to appoint Monica Blackwood to the Kitsap Regional Library Board of Trustees is adopted.
And Commissioner, she is online.
Oh, wonderful.
Good.
Monica, would you like to say a few words? Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you. I'm so sorry for joining late. I actually was using the wrong link at the top of the agenda instead of at the bottom of the agenda. But I'm really excited to join this board, and thank you guys all for allowing me to be of service.
Thank you. It's a great board and they're lucky to have you. And I think you'll really enjoy it. You'll contribute a lot. So thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Item 2C, resolution appointing Deborah Rudnick, Bainbridge Island representative, to the Kitsap County Noxious Weed Control Board for a 4-year term ending December 31st, 2028.
I will make the motion to adopt the resolution appointing Deborah Rudnick to the Kitsap County Noxious Weed Control Board. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Why, I would like to say a few words about the Noxious Weed Control Board. The mission is to educate county residents, property owners, and managers to be responsible stewards of the land and resources of the county and protect them from the degrading impacts on invasive noxious weeds, and to provide quality, timely, and responsible services to the residents in a cost-efficient manner. The term of Bainbridge Island Representative Wendy Westerland expired at the end of last year. She did not seek reappointment. Deborah Rudnick has stepped in to fill the vacancy for a 4-year term ending December 31st, 2028. Deb is an environmental scientist with 30 years professional experience in natural resource management, conservation, and invasive species. She's been a member of the Bainbridge Weed Warriors for over 2 decades and manages the Bainbridge Island Watershed Council. She has spent hundreds of hours removing noxious weeds and understands the importance of conserving and restoring open spaces and wildlife habitat. She believes noxious weed management is a major priority for accomplishing conservation objectives. I've known Deb for quite some time. In fact, one of my daughters babysat for her daughter. So she's going to be an excellent member of this board.
Good.
All right. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries, and the resolution appointing Deborah Rudnick to the Kitsap County Noxious Weed Control Board is adopted.
And Deborah is online.
Deborah, welcome. Thank you for stepping up to this.
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. I also had the wrong login, so I'm glad I managed to find you. Thanks to Monica. Then I'm happy to do this. Thank you.
Okay. All right. Thank you. We look forward to good reports coming out of that Noxious Weed Board. Dana.
Item 3A, resolution recognizing and honoring February 2025 as Black History Month in Kitsap County.
All right. First we'll have Kimberly Williams present, and then we'll make a motion and have the discussion. Kimberly, welcome to our meeting.
Okay, can you hear me? Yeah. Whereas during Black History Month, we honor and celebrate the many successes and contributions made by Black Americans to our economic, academic, artistic, scientific, athletic, cultural, spiritual, and political development, both here in Kitsap and all over this nation. And whereas in 1915, Dr. Carter G. Woodson founded the Association for the Study of Negro Life and History, later renamed the Association for the Study of African American Life and History. He began honoring Black History Week on February 12, 1926. And Black History Month, which began being honored in 1976, was born and grew out of this celebration. And whereas the 2025 national theme for honoring this month is African Americans and labor, whether it's the military, government agencies, public service, social justice, voluntary work, artists, athletes, medical professionals, lawyers, or a position being created right now, we celebrate all that African Americans have added to our labor force, whether voluntarily or involuntarily, The vastness of these contributions cannot be denied. And whereas while we have come very far as a nation around the freedom and justice of Black Americans, there is still so much more we can do to further free these communities from the chains of a seemingly distant and dark past, to provide equal access to the future promised to every American. And whereas Kitsap County is taking steps to bring equity to its policies and practices, making access to services and facilities an inevitable end, supporting all residents of the county. This work will continue to move forward as the county's diversity grows exponentially. And whereas remaining hopeful and confident about the journey ahead and acknowledging the importance of the rights, liberties, and freedoms of all Americans, the Kitsap County Board of Commissioners honors Black History Month and encourages all to learn about the heritage and achievements of African Americans. Now therefore be it resolved, the Kitsap County Board of Commissioners does hereby proclaim February as Black History Month and recognizes the tremendous contributions made by African Americans to Kitsap County and to the United States of America.
Thank you, Kimberly. Do I have a motion to adopt the resolution?
Sure. I move to adopt the resolution recognizing and honoring February 2025 as Black History Month in Kitsap County.
Is there a second?
I will second.
Is there any discussion? I guess I will say thank you for bringing this forward. We're like 10 days late with it, but we are on track. The lobby is decorated in honor and reminding folks of the significance of this month. And I thank you for your work, Kimberly, on all of that. All right, seeing no other discussion, all those in favor of the motion to adopt the resolution, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. The resolution recognizing and honoring February 2025 as Black History Month in Kitsap County is adopted.
Item number 4, administrators' comments.
Madam Chair, I just wanted to put in a quick plug for the upcoming Careers in Kitsap job fair that is in March, but I only have a couple of these PSA opportunities to tell people that Kitsap is always hiring for a ton of great career opportunities, and we'd love to see everybody in the community checking out how you can serve the county. I think there's a place for all people and all talents in county government. So that is on Thursday, March 20th, thanks to the good work of our folks in Human Resources from 9 to 12 in the morning, right here in Commissioner Chambers.
And that's where we can hear about all the different careers and all the job openings.
That's right.
All right.
Thanks very much.
Thank
No
you
other
very
comments.
much. Okay. Dana.
This is an opportunity for the public to address the board on regular business agenda, including consent agenda.
Is anybody signed up online? I don't have anybody signed up here.
And no one is raising their hand online.
Okay. I do have 2 people signed in to speak at the end of the meeting in that public comment section.
Oh, I do have someone, they just raised their hand. Mike Zemansky.
Hi, Mike, just a reminder, this is the portion of the public comment that's for things that are on the agenda. Do you wish to speak to something on the agenda?
No, is there a separate time slot available for open comments?
Yes, and we will add you to the list. That will be at the end when we have the public hearings scheduled.
Thank you.
All right, just hang in with us for another 10 minutes or so.
I need a motion to approve the consent agenda.
I make a motion to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Is there any discussion? All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. The consent agenda is adopted.
Item 7A, contract amendment with Parametrics
What
to
about-
cover construction management task activities through project completion for the Silverdale Recycling and Garbage Facility redevelopment project.
Dana, we will do that. Is 5A removed from the agenda or did we just skip it? It's the AFSCME contract? with
Oh,
Martin?
yes, I'm sorry.
5B.
5B, yes, I'm sorry, Denise.
Okay. Thank you. We're going to do 5B first. You want to read that one?
Yes. 5B, contract with AFSCME 1308 to provide a collective bargaining agreement for 2025 through 2027 between Kitsap County and AFSCME Local 1308 courthouse employees.
Welcome, Denise.
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Thank you. And I'm pleased to ask your approval of the collective bargaining agreement with the Washington Council of County and City Employees, AFSCME Local 1308. We have so appreciated our labor union's partnership as we negotiated this successor agreement for the years 25 through 27. The union membership has voted to approve this agreement, and we're now requesting the board's approval and execution as well. This group represents 282 employees throughout multiple departments and offices in the county. It's one of our largest bargaining units. They cover our court operations and security, legal department support, elections, licensing, recording, payroll, community development, the county treasury operations, facilities maintenance, the medical examiner's office, and other locations throughout the county. We've negotiated through this agreement implementation of the compensation study, which was a market-based study that we completed last year to adjust county wages to market levels. And as part of that, this agreement provides for placement on the new 10-step pay scale at the steps closest to, with at least step 5 for those county employees who were hired before January 1st, 2020. This is a recognition for those who kept county services going throughout COVID. We also provided an additional step for facilities maintenance staff and a 3.5% lump sum payment for those whose wages were frozen. In 2025, there will be a 3.5% general wage increase provided by this agreement. And in 26 and 27, general wage increases of 1 to 4% based on the Seattle CPIU formula. We are also negotiating the prime plan for our insurance coverage at the previous value plan rates and going to a self-insured dental program and offering continuation of the vision program. We are negotiating an additional floating holiday after 10 years of service, moving to 10-hour-a-month accrual rates for vacations after the 2-year mark, and adding pregnancy-related loss to the qualifying reasons for bereavement leave. All of this represents a total cost of $2,080,000 to the county, 75% of which is coming from general and internal service funds. Are there any questions?
Thank you, Denise. Are there any questions for Denise? Okay. Do I have a motion to approve the contract?
I move to approve the contract with AFCME 1308 KC TAC 070 TAC 25 to provide a collective bargaining agreement for the 2025-2027 between Kitsap County and AFMC Local 1308 courthouse employees.
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Okay, all those in favor of the motion to approve and execute the contract, the collective bargaining agreement with AFSCME, please say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? The motion carries. The contract is approved.
Thank you, Commissioners.
Now on to 7A. Contract amendment with Parametrics to cover construction management task activities through project completion for the Silverdale Recycling and Garbage Facility redevelopment project.
Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Kevin Bevelheimer. I'm the Senior Program Manager of the Solid Waste Division. So I'm here tonight to speak to you about extending the contract with Parametrics to provide architecture and engineering services throughout the 12-month expected timeline for construction of the redevelopment of the Silverdale Recycle and Garbage Facility. Next slide, please. So the scope of work will consist of construction management plan, which will define the roles and responsibilities as well as procedures and equipment needs. The coordination of services will include scheduling meetings and material sampling, collection, and other services. The health and safety plan, which is overall site safety, it will not alleviate the contractor safety obligations. Documentation and information management, they'll maintain all files, including drawings and specifications. Construction schedule management they will use a scheduling software to maintain all project schedules. Earned value management, that includes the risk analysis and budget and scheduling monitoring. Construction meeting, they'll conduct and coordinate weekly update meetings. Construction observation and inspection, they will provide dedicated staff through the duration of the construction on site. Next slide, please. Materials testing and inspection, they'll provide quality assurance through the use of a professional materials laboratory. Construction survey, they'll ensure grades and elevations match the design and drawings. The record drawings, they'll facilitate the creation of all of those. Final inspection and punch list, they'll facilitate all final inspections and ensure that all tasks are completed. Construction closeout, they'll review all closeout documentations and warranties and update all project files. Next slide. I just want to review some of the objectives and benefits from this overall project. So to increase the garbage capacity, adding a 4th refuse shed. Ergonomic advantage for recycling container access. Customers will now access these containers from above grade and instead of hauling their materials upstairs, which has been problematic. Added customer queuing capacity. So just a little less than a 1/4 mile entrance road will be added, and this will have our customers queuing on site during some of the busy times we have pushed out to Dickey Road and impeded traffic. So improved stormwater management system. It'll create the creation of engineered stormwater ponds on site. Divert leachate to sanitary sewer. This will control all the waters and liquids emanating from the garbage into sanitary sewer. Better site management for staff. This will improve sight lines for staff, for controlled areas for disposal and recycling. The increased security for assets. This will allow us better secure storage and improve security camera system. Improved vehicular safety. A dedicated road for the hauling contractor to use ensures that the large hauling trucks for our containers do not mingle with customer traffic. Next slide, please. So this is a breakdown of the budgeting staff hours that they have proposed. This, as you can see, we'll provide nearly 3.5 full-time hours worth of staff time that will dedicate staff on site every day during construction, during the 3-phase construction, helping to minimize any closure times that we have to the public. Next slide, please. So the breakdown for the overall cost of the projects is how we get to the 19 million. The construction costs, is the lion's share of it, $14.25 million. A lot of this is moving dirt. Frontage improvements to Dickey roads include sidewalks and roadway surfacing. The design and permitting costs, that includes the original 30% as well as the redesigned 30% because of the issues that we ran into the transmission lines. So it included both 30% designs, the 60, the 90, and 100% designs, as well as all permitting costs. And there was 13 permits that we had to get for this facility. And architectural and engineering management includes this contract amendment of a little over $1.5 million. That was in summary. Do you have any questions?
Questions?
Yeah, I do. Can you share what the timeline is for completion?
It's 12 months. We're hoping to go out for bid in March and hopefully having shovels in the ground midsummer, realistically. So fingers crossed.
Wonderful.
Okay. Any other questions for Kevin? Thank you for coming to our meeting tonight and doing this presentation.
You betcha. Thank you.
Right. Do I hear a motion?
Sure. I move to amend the contract with Parametrics KC-377-19-E to cover construction management task activities through project completion for the Silverdale Recycling and Garbage Facility Redevelopment Project.
Is there a second?
I'll second the motion.
Any discussion?
No, this will be a great addition to Silverdale. I'm looking forward to this getting completed.
Mm-hmm. And it's not a new facility, it's an
Mm-mm.
improved
It's
facility.
it's improving. Yeah,
Upgrading,
it's an
yeah.
improvement.
Good.
Very good. All those in favor of the motion, please say aye.
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 Opposed? The motion carries. The contract amendment is approved to be executed. Dana,
Commissioners, we do not have any public hearings tonight, so this is the opportunity for the public to address the board on general interests.
okay, we have 2 people signed up here and at least 1 waiting online. We generally allow 2 minutes for public comment, and you'll see a timer up on the screen to help guide you in your thoughts. The first is Colleen Miko from BKAT.
Oh,
I pushed
there
the
you
wrong
go.
button.
Yeah.
Okay. Good evening. I'm Colleen Miko. I'm the manager of Bremerton Kitsap Access Television. BKAT is the public access channel for Kitsap County and the municipalities. And I'm here to provide a quick update on how we serve the community in 2024. It's on this little flyer here. Most know BKAT from our service contract with the county to provide live video coverage of this and other meetings. And a shout out to Ickle behind the scenes tonight covering the meeting. BKAT covers 14 different regular meetings for 9 agencies. In 2024, we recorded and aired 242 meetings. 97 of those were for Kitsap County. Government meetings were 53% of our new program airtime on the channel. We also provide a unique non-commercial venue for the public to express their passions and opinions on television. 40% of our new content was created independently by community producers who submitted 597 programs to air on BKAT last year alone. BKAT original programming created in-house was 8% of our new content. We spotlight positive hyperlocal stories not covered elsewhere in the media, like community events and programs like Commissioner's Corner. We assist citizens and nonprofits in getting their videos on BKAT, even if they lack the technical skills or equipment. And we do that through our membership services program and at our production studio near the Kitsap Fairgrounds. Kitsap County and other cities appoint representatives to serve on the BKAT Community Advisory Committee, and we're grateful for the volunteers that you have appointed. I also want to extend an invitation to each of you, to department heads and to the public, for the BKAT Open House on February 27th from 3:30 to 6:30 p.m. at BKAT. More information is on this flyer on our Facebook page, and we hope to see you there. And I hope to provide a detailed commissioner's briefing sometime soon about the many ways that Kitsap County and BKAT partner. And thank you for your support and collaboration.
Colleen Miko from BKAT, thank you for talking with us. Next up is Linda Pop.
Hello, thank you for allowing a conversation here tonight. I'm here on behalf of a friend who sent a letter to the commissioners about Section 8 housing in her neighborhood. She had noticed and spoke with residents who were in a couple of the homes, but her biggest concern was the empty Section 8 homes that were in her neighborhood. This is around the fairgrounds in the Tabardis area. She told me when she sent the letter to I think the 3 of you, she didn't tell me who responded or if it was someone from your offices or what, but she got a response within a half an hour. So she was very pleased about that. And so her biggest concern, I just wanted to kind of elaborate a little bit, I guess, to make sure everybody was aware that the concern is about fire danger in the empty homes and about the homelessness that's in the area. And when in speaking to a couple of people who are already renting, there was a mold issue, and she was trying to help them with that. But she found out that the rent that those folks are paying in the Section 8 runs about $1,000 a month. And so she didn't tell me how many homes were vacant, but apparently there is an issue in that area, and there are a lot of vacant homes. And so the county is losing, or the Kitsap Housing Authority is losing $1,000 a month on all of those empty homes that are sitting there. So I just wanted to bring that to your attention, and maybe you could look into that and see why repairs aren't being done. There is garbage and burnables around the buildings as well. And just need your support and interest in taking care of those things.
Linda, I really appreciate you coming forward, and I've found the email, the
Okay.
original email that we received. Thank
Yes.
you. We are all on the board of the Kitsap Housing Authority, and we'll bring this to the attention of the folks that issue the Section 8 vouchers and have responsibility for this. Thank you.
Also, there's opportunity at the Housing Authority, at Housing Kitsap meetings for public comment as well.
Okay, and then I know we have Michael Samansky online.
Yes.
Hi, my comments pertain to the Kitsap County Development Plan and the latest updates adopted on December 2nd, and the role of the Puget Sound Regional Council in influencing the development plan. My understanding is that the Puget Sound Regional Council is a non-government organization, and that although it is comprised of elected officials, it circumvents our state legislature. It significantly influences policies for King, Snohomish, Pierce, and Kitsap County governments by incorporating the UN's Vision 2050 agenda into city and county regulations and ordinances. The recently adopted county development plan, for example, is based on Vision 2050 and ignores property rights as they conflict with the UN's sustainable development goals. The Kitsap County government's collaboration with the PSRC makes them complicit in circumventing our state legislature, and more importantly, failing to respect the rights of Kitsap taxpayers and property owners. For anyone unfamiliar with PSRC, this NGO drafts policies for consideration by the 4 counties within its activism umbrella and pressures localities to adopt far left positions, which include support for anti-racism, waging a war on single-family home ownership, stoking divisiveness by assigning guilt to present-day residents of Puget Sound, for early colonization of the region. In summary, PSRC is a far-left activist NGO that circumvents our representative government. They promote racialist and other dubious social justice policies. I ask that in future updates to the GMA and the development plan, that goal 6 of the GMA be included in the county development plan, and that is to protect the rights of property owners. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us this evening. Dana, do we have anybody else online who wishes to speak?
No, no one is raising their hand.
Okay. Going once, going twice. That closes the public comment portion of our meeting. And we will roll into the last section, which is Board of Commissioners comments. Commissioner Root or Commissioner Walters, do you have anything you wish to share?
Well, Madam Chair, I'm just glad to be here.
I have one thing to share that's upcoming, which the Olympic College groundbreaking ceremony is going to take place on Friday, which is very exciting. We're finally breaking down walls, I guess, to the expansion of the existing Paulsbo campus to create a allied healthcare campus and bring really needed jobs and opportunities in our healthcare workforce to Kitsap County. So it's very exciting. So that's that's coming up. So
All
I'll share
right.
that.
Thank you for your leadership on that. A couple of things to announce. The first open house for the Parks, Recreation, and Open Space Plan will be held tomorrow night in Kingston at the Village Green from 5:30 to 7 or so. So folks, that's convenient for North Kitsap, and there will be more in Central and South Kitsap as well. And then on Wednesday and Thursday, our budget office is doing budget presentations on to the Kingston Community Advisory Council and the Suquamish Citizen Advisory Council. So there's opportunity to learn more about county government up in the north end of the county later this week. And then I also wanted to say thank you to our staff and to Commissioner Walters and Root. We had a great visit, and our county administrator, we had a great visit to Olympia last week to meet with our legislators to talk about our legislative priorities for Kitsap County, and then to join up. We spent a day joined up with people from Whidbey Island, the San Juan Islands, Vashon Island, downtown Seattle, lobbying legislators on ferry issues, and had, I think, a very receptive audience with everyone we met with. And it was the first time, I feel like it was the first time the three of us as a board teamed up and pushed a shared agenda for the community. So I thought it was good.
Absolutely.
Okay, and Commissioner Walters has one more thing.
I know, as you were saying, thank you. And I'm looking out at our public works staff. I really want to thank the efforts for snow removal this past week, and really appreciated the clear roads, and we heard from several constituents as well. So I know it's dangerous out there, and so thank you to our public works, thank you to PSC, and for all those that helped clear snow, because it's unusual to get snow this late in February. I was hoping that we wouldn't have snow at all, but well, it's pretty for a little bit, but thank you to Public Works. So please extend that, and see Director Andy Nelson's here. And then just a quick reminder, because this is new to us, that our next board meeting is going to be during the day. So our Monday, the 24th meeting will be at 10 a.m. So we're switching things up. Our every other meeting is a daytime meeting, and so we'll see how that goes. So less stumbles in the reading of.
I know, we have more energy in the morning. We have found. Okay, and with that, this meeting is adjourned.